Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody. It's like they're under a spotlight. We have the Sun card, and I feel like in this instance, it's talking about enlightenment or some sort of truth becoming quite clear for a number of different people. And that truth is somebody basically being exposed for being more insecure than they wanted everyone to realize. So, this would be somebody who is quite comfortable being the center of attention, but there's some sort of detail here that seems to be glaring for at least a couple people in this social situation where you know that they have insecurity and they're just trying to cover that up, right? Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? So, let's figure out what else we have. We'll call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a lot. It's a little musical. Hi there, Miss Joanna. Hello, Mike. Hello, Vincent. How are we doing today? I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. It's the weekend, right? Yeah. All right, let's start with the signs of the times and see what else we have for you here. But yeah, it definitely feels like trying to get everybody to think that you are comfortable with yourself, but you're not really. So we have number 35 and number 39. Number 35 is not. And it says relationships. So the fact that we have to surrender to some sort of reality relating to relationships. Perhaps that somebody is taking the wrong thing from those connections or building up too much of who they are based off of those connections. This could be a little bit of like a cloud chaser, for example. Hi there, Drew. How are you doing? Thank you. Let's move forward with this is the OG, the Rider-Waite. I want to know a little bit more about what this person was trying to convey. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. They were trying to show that, okay, so do you see how there's, like the Ace of Pentacles is behind her. She's facing towards the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's trying to do a lot to make it look like they're accomplishing a lot, but what they're working on might not be the real situation, right? So this would be somebody who would go to happy hour with their friends, and even though they don't have very much money, they'll throw something on a credit card and make it look like, everything's fine. Spending money you don't have, that kind of vibe. For others of you, this is somebody who has two different faces depending on what they can get from you. So I feel like this is a person that would pride themselves on knowing who is important in a town, knowing who can accomplish what for you, and making the most of those connections based on where this person wants to go. But I do have to give this person a little bit of credit. This Queen of Swords is in the upright. And the Eight of Pentacles is a good card. This is like hard work, right? But what I really feel is this is somebody who wants to be recognized for that hard work. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands. All right, so the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving energies in the deck. So it can often speak of things like dedication and, putting in extra hours, that kind of thing. It can also symbolize like taking a little bit too long. And with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, it's giving me like a sense of like carrying a heavy burden or being overwhelmed, but like taking too long to make sure that somebody sees you. I'm smirking because it's like, I'm carrying this really heavy suitcase for you, but I'm looking at you while I do it because I want to make sure you see that I'm doing something for you that's hard. Like, I want credit for what I'm doing, and I'm going to make it seem like it's more of an effort than it actually is. Because look at that. I don't know. I'm really focused on the face for the Nine of Wands. And it's like, do you see what I'm doing over here? I went through all of this for you. So this might be somebody who does favors or helps you out, but expects something in return, right? Remember that time I helped you move? Yeah. So like, you want to buy me lunch? It's like a little bit presumptuous or manipulative. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who would be comfortable stepping on other people to get where they need to go. This would be somebody who would make fun of others that have not achieved what they wanted to because they in some way feel like it makes their situation look better. Like they feel better about themselves, making fun of others. But if you were to bring up something that they did in their past, they might be like sensitive about it. They discard it easily, but if you throw it in their face or somebody references to it, there might be like an overly hostile or aggressive reaction to somebody trying to like throw some shade, or like they might be quick to assume the worst when you talk about their negative traits or like past situations. High Priestess in the reverse, Three of Wands, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. There was or is about to be some sense of entitlement or an expectation that this Queen of Swords had. Like, if I do this for you, you got to do this for me. And it's been exposed. The Seven of Cups in the reverse is clarity. And I feel like what they were trying to hide or what they didn't want others to find out about is this information that's been exposed or makes it more obvious who this person is, that they were really just trying to make everyone think they were more important. So I really feel like for most of you, this is somebody trying to pretend like they had credentials or experience that they didn't really have, or they have money that they didn't really have. They were trying to be somebody by pretending to be somebody. Do you know what I mean? And with the High Priestess in the reverse, they knew what they were doing. They knew they shouldn't be doing what they were doing. But they also felt like somebody else had achieved something similar and they could do it too. So maybe they like obsessively watch like the Kardashians or something. This is somebody who felt like there was like a groundwork for how to become famous or how to become rich or how to like attain something in particular that was kind of superficial, and they felt like they could do it. This is a wild ride. All right. Let's see what else we have. We'll go with some Lenormand for you today. This is the Golden Lenormand. Number 5 and number 27. Number 5 is the tree. This talks about strength, and in particular, for me, what's coming through is mental health. And then we've got the envelope. The envelope talks about communication, obviously. I feel like there's something that was dressed up. I'm really focused on the flowers in the background of the message card. I feel like there is somebody who remained calm and just dealt with a situation while somebody else was reframing or trying to like, sorry, this is what's coming through, put lipstick on a pig. Like make something seem less their fault or more somebody else's fault or not as much of a situation, like kind of downplay the seriousness of it. And we have somebody who's just like kind of like, I see somebody like rocking in the background or just like reclined, just waiting. I know eventually people will find out. It's kind of like the vibe. I don't have to do anything. This will come out. All right, let's go for, you know, I love this deck. I can't help it. It's the Pulp Tarot. It's got so much style, you guys. All right, what else do we need to know about this pretender? Ace of Wands. Eight of Cups. Ace of Wands talks about like new beginnings. And the Eight of Cups is somebody walking away. And I feel kind of a nefarious vibe off of this card, probably because this person over here looks kind of shady. I don't know. Are you walking away hurriedly because you don't want to be noticed? You know, like the pop collar, low hat. Somebody was trying to take something that wasn't theirs or trying to like I said, kind of like duplicate, right? But I think this is what they've been caught doing, right? Like trying to capitalize off of a friendship, perhaps, or sell a story, sell a picture, gain notoriety. It's definitely like ride your coattails kind of energy. There's that Seven of Cups in the reverse again. We just had that up here. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Had that up here. I'm telling you, it's like somebody got caught purposefully making something look worse or more difficult because they wanted attention. All right, I'm just going to say it. What this evokes for me is when we were listening to or like following the trial with Johnny Depp and Amber Turd. I'm sorry, you guys. It just makes sense to call her that, okay? And she was on the stand talking about whether or not she had kind of like applied makeup before TMZ was going to show up to make it look like Johnny had hit her. I'm not saying we have somebody accusing somebody else of assault in this situation. If that's true for some of you, it wouldn't be very many of you. I'm saying somebody was purposely trying to like play the victim or play something up to get attention. So it could be as simple as I broke my ankle. Will you sign my cast? And maybe like listen to my demo tape. There's something here about like, I'm going to use this situation to get attention and that will get me what I want. The Three of Pentacles. See, there's like strategy regarding a community. Like these people are just like kind of malleable. I can get them to do what I want. Like they're puppets, right? Hi there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? Stop. You're gonna make me giggle. Eight of Wands. All right, so this is like, in order for this mission of mine to work or my campaign to get people to view me in this way or to be on my side, might be how they thought about it. I have to talk to this person and tell them this. I have to talk to this person and tell them this. To tell this person a slightly different version of that, but still they'll believe me. They'll be on my side. There's a plan that happens. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I know how to get what I want, and these are the people that I need or that I can use. But I feel like there's an issue here where somebody took action before knowing who the players were. So you've heard the term, I'm sure, read the room, know your audience. There's something that didn't fit here. They acted too soon. It's like you get so excited to have a plan. You get so like ramped up and like, okay, I'm confident. Because remember, we had the Six of Wands in the reverse. That is, and sometimes it can just be like failure. But for me, it's like overly cocky. Like, no, I have this. Like, I planned it. Everything's fine. It's going to go exactly how I planned it. Nobody can tell what I'm doing. It's giving little boy in a costume where you can't see, so therefore you expect nobody can see you. Like, oh, you're cute, but not very bright. No offense to little kids, you're still learning. But this person really felt like this is a great plan. I'm going to get exactly what I wanted. No one will call me on it. And then everyone's like, no, like, you dropped your ID. We all know who you are. It's like a Scooby-Doo episode. I would have gotten away with it too if you hadn't just like figured me out. This person did something that they thought was like really well executed, and I'm trying not to be an asshole. It's just kind of like, I'm sorry, I'm going to use it. Pedantic would be the word. Like elementary, dear Watson. This wasn't really as grand a plan as this person thought. They just really amped it up for themselves in their head, right? We have the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So it kind of feels to me like we have somebody that made a little bit of a fool of themselves, but they were pretty confident that everything was going to go exactly the way they wanted it to. But somebody here immediately sees this like gaffe or this mistake or perceives the true intention, right? The mask is off. So, for example, this is somebody who worked really hard to blame one person for a certain situation, and then there's like a screenshot that like where people are talking about how to make it look like this person did that, like it's just do better. The Tower and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So a lot of times I have good things to say about the Tower card. I think it's a fabulous card that can talk about pivots or changes in your life that really help you to be a better person or challenge you on some level you need to be challenged. In this situation, though, what I see is somebody who is trying to cause destruction or an ending in somebody else's life, but didn't really expect that that energy would come back on them. So I might have tried really hard to make this a bad ending or an outcome for you, but because I get exposed in the manipulative way I approach the situation, it actually causes that to happen to me, that kind of thing. All right, we need some cards from the situations deck. That seems to be very appropriate right now. Tower of Karma. Yes, exactly. All right, we have Pretending in the reverse, Interlude, and Access Granted. So you know how they say like the best lies have an element of truth that you like slightly alter, right? I feel like this person, whoever the Queen of Swords is, was trying to take something that did actually happen or was witnessed and then tried to like edit out the last half of the video or edit out the actual conversation, you know? And then provide out of context something that happened to like a public forum, like social media. So we got access granted. But this pause to me is like a convenient timing. Like, just judge the situation based off of the first half. You don't need to see the last half. That kind of thing. Or like, you don't need to know what happened right before this happened, you know? We have crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone. All right. History, past happened. Lockbox in the reverse, which has closed in, trapped, frustrated, and meeting. 2 or more people. Planning. So, yeah, something happened, and we have sadness, right? Or somebody who feels like they were let down. But I feel like this lockbox in the reverse is information comes out. Something that was supposed to remain secret is out. And that's why people are talking about it. It's like if there was an edited video, the full video gets out. The full story comes out. Like, oh, I see you told me the convenient side of the story, but not like the whole truth. But here's the whole truth. So like, what do we have to say about that? So there might be like a confrontation happening for this Queen of Swords where they have to basically defend their actions. And it's pretty obvious to everyone, like, no, you were literally just trying to like come out looking like you were the best person in the world when it's pretty clear that you were just being a twat. Queen of Wands in the reverse, Page of Wands, 2 of Cups. So there is some element of a romantic relationship in this story. And it's not the center of the story because what it is the motivation for somebody's envy. So either I'm jealous of you because you have had more success in your love life than I have, or I'm mad because you have access to somebody I want access to. And the whole like motivation for this charade seems to be trying to make somebody else look bad. Maybe trying to make somebody look codependent or make somebody look desperate. But again, this energy just like kind of comes back on them. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody acting out and being manipulative because they feel like something should be theirs, or they feel like they're entitled to some sort of appreciation from a large group of people or a particular relationship. But all of their efforts are really just not working for them. It's setting them back. Have you ever had somebody that really wanted to be your friend and the approach they took was all wrong? Like pressuring you, wanting to like maybe hang out too frequently, inviting you to things that maybe you aren't interested in. Like, I feel like this is one of those situations where somebody's like, I don't think the motivation you have for getting close to people is genuine, you know? And people started to smell that. 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands in the reverse, and a 6 of Pentacles. The number 8 is important in some way. But we have somebody that realizes that unless they do something, there's going to be somebody kind of trapped. So I feel like this is kind of like, I have to say something because I'm probably the only one who knows. A sense of burden. Like, I have to be honest here. Hi there, Brad. How are you doing? Oh, I know that saying. I'm the smartest one in the room. Just going to teach everyone how to live their life. But they end up looking like ill-informed. We'll put it that way. 7 of Pentacles. All of this effort was made for a particular outcome. I feel like in most cases, it's I'm trying to make this person look bad. I'm trying to alter how things happened to make myself look more innocent, but more particularly, make somebody else look bad. But it only makes them look bad. Wah, wah, wah. This is the Steampunk Tarot. It's so cute. It's little. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. An obstacle. Magician in the reverse. All right. So for those of you that think there might have been some shenanigans, spells, whatever, they're not able to do whatever they think they can do. If they had influence over another person in terms of what their opinion is over you or about other people, that's gone. What they used to feel like they had on lock in terms of like, I'm capable of this, or no, like I've got a guy for that. They don't have a guy anymore for that. 2 of Swords in the reverse. Because there's been a decisive like, hey, no, we know for sure that this person did this. It's like when a community finds out that somebody snitched. We'll just leave it like that. Yeah. 2 of Swords in the reverse, 4 of Cups. Like universal rejection. I want nothing to do with you. Nobody trusts you. We don't believe you. We've seen your true intent. So kind of similar to yesterday's reading, there's a sense of like being excluded from a community because somebody lied. King of Swords in the reverse. Don't get caught up on the gender. This could be anybody, right? But this is somebody who lied about a situation and thought that they would be able to manipulate others, believing that lie, right? Seven of Wands and the 6 of Wands. This is the person that stood up and said what really happened. The person who shared the screenshot. The person who told what really happened. They're being seen as reliable. Without motive. Ace of Swords. Truthful. Yeah, the truth has come out, and now whatever they were trying to accomplish in terms of making somebody else feel trapped with regards to a love situation, they've really just trapped themselves. Like, hey, I saw like the full video, or I saw like the screenshot. It looks like you just like wanted to make it look like that's what happened. This person's called out. They did not get away with what they were trying to do. So, all right. Well, that was an interesting one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Always good to see you all in the live chat. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy Halloween if you're celebrating tonight. I'm sure you're going to look fabulous in your costume. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.